This just has all the makings of a bad idea.
Hello and welcome, hope you're all doing well. So this week we're going to take a little step back to a time when we could record music videos for clients and look at Keep Summer Safe's video for Not An Apology that I filmed and edited. I've been asked a couple of times how we shot it or how we lit it, and so I thought I'd delve in, since we had some behind the scenes footage from the day, and make an episode about it. So that's what we're going to do. So for those of you that haven't come across the band before or seen the video, here's a little clip just for you.
Here, do you want to show us the set?
Here it is. Like, do you want me to talk you through it?
Why not?
So we're using doing custom A's across the whole kit. It's a Yamaha made for custom. Drums.
Don't worry, Gian, I set up your mic for you. It's about the right height, right?
just get ripped on, man.
That would go right.
Nice.
So we shot the whole video in Flirta Studios in Harlow in their white room, and we were going for that kind of old school, fresh 90s, bright, vivid kind of look. And that's why Gian's looking at his t-shirt there. We wanted to have kind of real contrast to the very bright white background. So sort of got Gian with his red hair, wearing a nice kind of vivid but quite dark green t-shirt. You've got Aaron with his blue drum kit in a sort of lighter blue t-shirt and a sort of, you know, black sort of cap and stuff. And then you've got Lawrence in here kind of black t-shirt, really corresponding. So they all kind of pop out of the background, and we didn't need to do a lot of work. We kind of pulled the colours a bit in post, but essentially what they wore was the bit that was super important.
Got a count. How many have we used?
Here's Aaron. What's holding your kit in place?
It's partly a million pull ties, I think. I've lost count of the number.
There's a lot of cable ties, but I think we're up to about 30.
And my intense body weight. To me.
The non-gym body.
My non-gym body, yeah. My lockdown body.
Looking slender, mate. Well, until you did that.
Because we wanted that white room aesthetic, we couldn't use a drum rug for the drums, and we didn't want that sort of 1970s top of the pops thing where the drummer's kind of obviously not playing the drums. Aaron's going for it on the kit, which means the kit was trying to move across the floor the second he sat down. So we actually devised a rig made up of cable ties, and a lot of them, kind of holding behind the stool where he was sort of, his weight's pulling down, and they kind of reached out to the snare, the kick, the toms, everything around him was connected to his stool so that it couldn't fly forward, so he could kind of sit there, anchor it, and just give the kit hell. We also put the front spurs of the bass drums, so bass drums have little legs with a little spike, and we didn't want to destroy the floor or have them go across, so we actually got two little moon gel pads and put them under the spurs, and that kind of did the trick, believe it or not. The cable ties and the moon gels held it to the floor, and it survived most of the day, although the moon gels looked like hell at the end of the day.
You said you'd meet me there. You said that I don't care. Ever since you walked out on me, this song is not an apology.
So in terms of cameras, the video was predominantly shot on a Panasonic GH5S. It's a micro four thirds, fairly video-centric camera. I'm running a Metabones XL, so MFT to Canon EF mount adapter here, and a Sigma 1835 f1.8, which is obviously Canon glass adapted to the camera. The Metabones gives it a kind of f1.3 aperture, so the depth of field's quite nice and also lets a lot more light in, and it just looks rather lovely. We shot it in a modified natural profile, not a vlog, but in 10-bit, 4K, 422, 400 megabits all second, all in. 400 megabits a second all in. Lots of room to play with it in post, but we made quite a job of trying to nail the colours and exposure and white balance on set as we went. It was all about keeping that white background really blown out, but still kind of as white as possible, not too blue or not too yellow, and kind of making their clothes do the colour work. There's also a Panasonic GH5 which is the stabilized version of this. It's not quite got the same color science, so it took a bit more work to match it in post, but we used it for all those shots where we were looking down on Aaron from drums and kind of rising up, or I was flying into Gian's face and coming away. Things are just a bit too fast to do with the gimbal, or a bit too weird of an angle. Like the Ronin S, whilst I love it, which is what I did most of the work with this camera on, it does suffer a bit when pulling down, because this is quite a front heavy rig, and it really, it doesn't really balance all that well.
How do you feel it's going, man?
Very well. I think we're doing okay. I think
I should start acting.
you know, it's a game of two halves, and we're coming out strong in the second half.
Boom. How do you think it's going, Aaron?
Yeah, it's going good, man. I'm starting to get sweaty. I'm hoping not to come through this t-shirt.
Should we have a pit check? Yeah.
We good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I can see nipples though.
Oh,
Hey.
oh my.
So the click track you can hear going there in the background is kind of there for two reasons, something I tend to do on every music video shoot. If the whole band come in at the same time on one hit with no intro, or there's just like a guitarist or someone playing on their own before the drums come in, everybody needs a time of reference and needs to know when to come in. So it provides that kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for everyone to come in on. But it also means when we put the footage into the computer to edit the whole video, then we've got the click tracks in the track we used, so it's in the music that we're going to edit the video to, and it's also on the camera's mic, so it's really easy to sync up all the clips really quickly before we get going.
I just thought I'd show you how we shot this. So light in with two simple lights.
I knew from a previous visit that the studio had a pair of massive white reflective boards, so I used those aimed at the sort of stage, and we sort of played around until we had the light on their faces and not casting too many shadows that were obvious. And I had a pair of Godox VL150, so they're 150 watt 5600 Kelvin set lights. They're probably running about 80%, just aimed right at each board, and they were just reflecting back onto the set. As we were going for a really minimalist contrasty look, so really bright whites with just kind of a few colours and blacks in front, very kind of clean shot. We didn't use any other coloured tubes or kind of smoke or fog or any other effects. It was a really simple setup, and those white cards were so big that I could move in front of them freely with the gimbal, doing all sorts of movements and not cast a shadow on the guys, which was rad.
It's all about the drums right now, mate.
Sorry.
All about the drums right now.
It's about damn time.
It's all about you, bro.
What are you saying?
Give the
Yeah,
drums.
it's going alright, I think.
Me. I'm Aaron. Me. I play drums.
I love me really.
He's doing well. Proud of him. Proud of him right now.
You're miles away.
No.
Oh, yes. back to product placement. See, Aaron's so understated. He's even got the band name on the thing. Where's your band name, Jen?
Oh, it's Orange. Sponsor me. I think I should start my acting career.
Yeah?
And Orange,
I mean,
sponsor me.
I feel like you want an orange amp. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I got the tag.
Okay. Is that what Orange is looking for?
For returns, yeah.
This guy. True try.
Oh, dude, I'm
We're not Blink-182.
It's been done. Blink
So
it.
it's that, and then no.
You switch your arms as they crush away, right? not like that.
It's like
Who died in the video game?
Hey. I never
It's,
said I could do it.
I do it on the night.
I can't. I just got to not do it. Move it orange.
Rest now.
I'm sure you just said it's hard to maneuver.
No, it's,
That didn't sound like praise at all.
it's the cab. It's my cab's not
Are you
orange.
sure? Why not?
They won't sponsor me. Okay, leave me alone. But I want to get
It says on my timbers.
Okay.
What if we just do orange?
Oh, what's that? What's that over there?
Hey guys, we keep summer safe. We just recorded an awesome music video for our single,
no apology.
coming to a YouTube channel near you very, very soon.
So I hope that was a good insight into what was a really fun day. Whether you're here for photography tips or just some good old behind the scenes footage of bands larking about when they're supposed to be working. If you are new to making music videos and you've got any questions or you'd like some advice, feel free to pop a question in the comments below and I'll do my best to come back to you, or I might be able to call on a friend with some more experience to be able to help you properly as well. You never know. Give it a go. Anyway, that's all for this week, so we'll catch you next time. Until then, stay safe and take care of yourselves. Peace out. Big love.